Hello and welcome to my complete tutorial on how to pastel a model horse. Today we're going to be pasteling a bay horse, well, my horse is going to be a bay paint, but I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the bay dappled part. So, the supplies you're going to need: an array of earth tone pastels, different sizes of brushes, and you're going to need a big fluffy brush to wipe off your extra pastel dust, a medium-sized brush. This is the kind I like to use. It's kind of a circular, it kind of looks like a Q-tip, but it's a brush. And this is what I use for pastels. A small detail brush like this, it's very tiny. And various other size brushes for pastel detailing and when you do your white markings, the detailing for that. You will also need Krylon matte finish, or any kind of matte finish, a primed and prepped model horse, and a sharp edge such as this. You will also need a reference picture. I'm using my iPod because I Google searched these and found these pictures, but you will need at least two sides of the horse. This is what color I'm going to be doing my horse, and I'm going to be doing white markings like these. So find a good reference picture that you can use. Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to paint a bay Tobiano horse. So we're going to jump right into it. I already told you what you guys need, so I'm going to open up my reference picture, which is of this, excuse me, sorry I'm sick, lovely bay horse here. So we're going to start by looking at the lightest color in our reference picture's horse, the horse that we're using in the reference picture. And if you can see on here, the lightest color on this horse is this kind of lightish brown, and it has a little bit of red in it. So to start, I always start very light with my models because it makes them seem more realistic in the long run. So I'm going to start with this light kind of chestnutty brown color right here, and I'm just going to grind this down onto my mat. Here. This is working. This is kind of a bad tool for grinding down. I couldn't find my scissors. Look at the edge. There we go. Sorry, my dog is making a ruckus. Okay, so I'm gonna open up my iPod again. So, as you can see, I have that light color, and we're just gonna do it all over the horse, even though the light isn't all over the horse, but we're going to put it everywhere for our lightest color. So we're going to get our brush, and I try to hold the tail all the time. Sometimes I hold the tip of the ears just to steady them, and we're just going to rub the pastels all over like so. Alright, so here's a close-up of me applying the pastel dust. Just moving it in circular motions. And I know it looks really red right now, but don't worry. Your horse will look weird for the first few stages, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. So just continue doing this all over your model, and then we'll move on from there. So yeah. Okay, so I'm done with my first layer, and now you're going to go spray your whole horse with matte finish, and then we'll come back and do our second layer. So go ahead and go spray your horse with matte finish, and then we'll come back and continue. Okay, so for our next layer, we're going to do the same exact thing with the same color, cover the whole horse. But you can start shading your black areas with your black pastel. Like on a bay, their legs are black, their nose is black, around their eyes are black, and then their butt. So you can go ahead and do that. It's a good idea to use a different brush for your black shading because you don't want to get the black and your brown mixed up. So some good spots to do the black. Get your black pastel, and you can shade the legs down here. You can shade the muzzle. And don't forget his private parts and his butt. And then you can cover your horse with your second color, and then we'll continue on. Alright, so if your model somewhat closely represents a pumpkin, then you have been doing everything right. you should have a nice orangey color after your 2 layers. And their legs should have a little bit of black on them, nothing thick, just a thin layer. Your nose should start have started the shading around their eyes and their nose. Their butt and their private parts should have been started shading, and you have a nice orange color. So now we're going to move on to layer 3, where we're going to start adding some red to this lovely orange pumpkin color we have so far. Okay, so now we're going to move on and slowly start getting darker. So I'm going to look at my reference, and so here's the colors, and the next thing that we're going to do is get, let's see here, we're going to get a brown like this kind of darkish, well, it's not dark brown, but it's brown, and get that same lighter color that you got before. Actually, wait, no. Yes. No. Okay, yes, you're going to get this color that you used before to make it that pumpkin-y color, a darker brown, and also this reddish color. So go ahead and grind that and mix it together equally, and then we'll go on from there. So following my reference picture, you always start at the top line and work your way down when you're starting a new color, so that way you don't get a dark spot where you want the light. So it's always darker on the back. So we're going to start at the top and then work our way down, and don't press as hard when we get to where the color gets lighter. So continue doing that around all your models, starting at the top and working your way down. And then you can do another layer of dark colors on your legs and your muzzle and such, and then we will move on from there. Okay, so now we're going to get a little bit darker. Now what I did for this color, I got this brown, I got this red, and I got this kind of yellowy brownish color, and I mixed them all together to get this color. And we're going to start again at the top line. And here, I'm going to try and hold so I can get a good close-up. I'm going to start at the top line and then work your way down. And don't put as much color where it's lighter. Like, see in this picture, see how it's lighter right there? We're not going to put as much paint there or pastel there because that's where it's lighter. So we're going to push it away from there and push it down that way, avoiding that spot right there. So just continue doing that all over your model on both sides, and then we'll continue going on. But just use this color, and yeah.